Okay, now we're going to do traditional division with two-digit divisors. Traditional long division. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is I want to go ahead and estimate, which is actually going to help us later. It's not, I really try to convince the students this is not extra work. It actually helps us out. So let's go ahead and do it. We're going to round this to 50, the divisor to 50, and the dividend I'm going to make compatible with 5, so I'm going to go ahead and go with 35,000. All right, so then I'm going to say 35 divided by 5 equals 7, and then I have 3 zeros minus 1 0 is 2 zeros. So my estimate is going to be something, it's going to be 700. So whatever answer I get should be close to 700. All right, now we're going to begin. So we're going to have the same talk through that we would with single digit divisors. It's just going to take a little bit longer to do the math to figure some of the questions out. So we want to ask ourselves, does 51 fit into 34? It does not. So we're going to go ahead and take the 3 in here and say, does 51 fit into 343? And it does. Now, this could be a kind of a hard question to answer, like how many times does 51 go into 343? Because, you know, these are big numbers. So what I can do, though, is because I estimated, my estimate's right here, and I see that the first digit in my estimate is a 7. So I can go ahead and try the 7. I'm going to go ahead and do this in pencil, just in case that's not the right answer. I want to be able to erase it. Let's see. And of course I don't have a pencil. Here we go. All right, so I try a 7. I get 7 times 1 is 7, and then 7 times 5 is 35. Okay, now I can see right now that I'm not going to be able to subtract this because 357 is larger than 343. So this number is too high, the one that I guessed. So no big deal. All we do is erase it and then pick a lower number. So since it was pretty close, I'm going to go ahead and go with 6. And I think 6 is going to work, so I'm going to go ahead and go back to my pen. So 6 times 1 is 6, and 6 times 5 is 30. I'm going to subtract. Okay, so I'm going to regroup here. I got 7 here and 3 here. So 37, I was right. This is the right number to pick because I can see that the answer that I got is less than my divisor, and that's what I want. Which means I can go on to the next step. The next step, I bring down the number. Whenever I bring down a number, that means a number has to go above it in the quotient. The number that goes above it is the number of times 51 goes into 373. Again, I'm dealing with big numbers here. But we've actually done some of this work already. We already know how much 51 goes in 6 times because we already did the math for that. We got 306. And I see that since this is 373, I think I could just add another 51 and I'll still be less than 373. 373. So 6 times 1 is, oh no, wait, I'm going to pick 7. So 7 times 1 is 7, and 7 times 5 is 35. So I have 357 for my answer here. I subtract, and I'm going to get 16. So that's a good answer to have because it's less than my divisor. I bring the next number down. All right, so every time I bring a number down, it means a number has to go up here. The number that goes there is the number of times 51 goes into 169. Again, I'm dealing with big numbers. I'm just going to try to break this down. Let's see. Well, I know that 51's close to 50, and I know that 50 times 3 is 150, and that's pretty close to 169. So I'm going to go ahead and guess 3. So 3 times 1 is 3, and 3 times 5 is 15. And I subtract, and it looks like I'm going to be in good shape here. I got 16 again, which is, I know already, is less than 51. I would normally go on to the next step, but there's nothing else. There's no other numbers to do, so this is going to be my remainder. I have 673 with a remainder of 16. So I go to my answer sheet, and there's my answer, 673, remainder 16, which is H. Here's the problem that we did, so I'm going to put the H here with number 8. And then to do the puzzle, you look for all the number 8s and put H's where the 8s are. And that's how you do it.